There we go. Morning, afternoon, depending on where you are. Back on this girl today. So the most pressing problem we have at the moment is the filter mod on voices 4 and 5, no 3 and 4, sorry, is out by a country mile. So I'm going to ascertain whether it's a calibration thing or whether we have a actual fault. It might be, I think it might be a fault actually, maybe. Not quite sure yet. I'm going to have a look at the schematics in a minute. Everything else seems to be okay now. This result. So we're definitely getting there now. Made some advancements since yesterday. The VCO is fixed now. That weird thing where the LFO was only working on some voices is also fixed. And it ended up being a lot easier to sort out than I thought it was going to be. So that's the result. So we're down to one little problem left, which is the, like I say, how much the filter moves via envelope amount. Because it's out, and it's out by quite a bit. So I'm going to look at the schemies and see what might be doing it. So let's get the old lappy across here. Let's have a look. No, not that. Keep going, keep going. Right, this section here. It's not the world's greatest schematic system. Come on. So, moves too quickly. Across the vent. Oh, it's the wrong one. Go down to the next one. This one. Right. So we want to find out where the envelope amounts come in from. Not down here, so VCF envelope mod comes in along there. Keep your finger on it. Let's have a look. Goes onto this line. Goes to both VCOs clearly. VR21. Where's VR21? Yeah, they're moving those pots, moving these trim pots. Doesn't seem to do anything. So feeds into 32A here. before going into the sweep path. So it could be, it's unlikely to be the transistor, it might be this op amp. 32A. So let's see what 32A is when it's at home. I bet you it's a 662. 32A, where are you? Can't find it for bleeding looking here. Come on, 32A, where are you? It's 33. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a pair of 662. Roland love using these 662s, they really do. But it's only one. From what I can see, unless it then goes down to voiced, the second voice down here to become 38B. 38B is where? 28, 34. No, it can't be 38B because that's actually facing the opposite way. Let's go and go back up again. Hang on a minute. There's 32A. So corresponds to 32B. Yeah, that makes more sense. 32B is, oh. But if it's two separate amplifiers, it's unlikely both of them have gone. So I wonder if there's something wrong here with this. It comes in. VCF is 45. So down the big ribbon cable, which goes down, goes back to this mod controller board. Maybe I'll have to look at that then. Get a lay of the land before we start testing any components. And that's the interface board, isn't it? And motion controller might actually be before them, actually, go the opposite direction. Might be up here. Put it before the voicing cards. Yes, they did. So looking at VCF mod. Here we go. It's over here. Oops. Here we go. VCF mod. So the fault could be here. No, it couldn't, because that's going to all four voices. So all four voices would be doing it. So it can't be here. Arse. I don't know. Let's have a look anyway. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Right, this should be random LFO stuff now. Cool. That works. Let's tune it in. Let's get the running sequence. So it should be like 3 and 4, which is this board. See, very closed. Weird, weird, weird. It should be the inverse amount, because if we set this without an envelope amount, they're about the same. Maybe close it a bit. Just on the cusp of that resonance. See, now they're all matched. But as we open the envelope mod, it's still quite closed. Did they open much at all? Yeah, it just doesn't open as much as the others. Now, I thought there's 2 envelope mod trimmers, but they don't seem to have enough travel on them. Right, let's open it up to about, what, halfway. Just don't open up much. Arse. So it still might be a component then, rather than a trim issue. So if it is something to do with those 662s that are on the voice board, I need to find something that sort of like globally links the 2 ICs together. It doesn't sound like they're not working, it just sounds like they're not responding enough. Not the world's greatest schematics, but it'll do. So come in here. Seems like not there. Doesn't make sense having 2 ICs failing but precisely the same amount as each other. They didn't jump, they were pushed. So Unless we've got something driving on that's. There's a drive this side, isn't there? From the 40. It's a 40. 40. Oh, okay. Same IC. There you go. There's a global connection. You have to figure out if it was pushed or whether it fell over. So which one's 40? Let's find out which one's 40. Yeah, which one is 40 then? Because weirdly, I'm not seeing a 40. 38. There we go. Oh, here you go. So it's a 4558 on a run down there. So we can make a comparison with another voice board. And so we get the same kind of. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. So we can get the same results from both ICs. Pin 1 on here is producing nothing. 7. Also nothing. Anything slightly minus. Let's open this up a bit. There we go. No, I'm not seeing any particular there. Right, 106. 106. Let's try on the others. 10 volt. Right, so they kick out 10 volt to the filter. The other op amp is kicking out 1. So I think we will pull that op amp, which means I'm going to take this bloody voice card out again and wear these plugs out. Seeing as it's such a straightforward, cheap little op amp, even if it turns out to not be what's causing the problem, it's not a massive impact to cost. Right. Let's cut this little bugger out then and fit a new one. No one coming in for a chat? Must admit, I would have expected Matt to show up, seeing as it's Jupiter 8. There's a very slim possibility then that I can actually get this Jupiter 8 done today. I know it means that then I then have to go on to that Prophet 5 from fucking hell over there, but at least there's some movement in the right direction. Right, let's get these pins out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, girl. That's it. There you come. Cool. There it is.
Can't stay too long.
No.
Nah, busy.
Wish I could stay the same. How you been?
Yeah, not too bad. Did a third edit of that video this morning.
I'm just going to ask, how did that go?
And I sent it to one of the people, and they said, brilliant, fantastic. And then they said, oh, I've got this extra little bit of footage that you might want to pop in. And I looked at the footage, and it was bloody awful.
No.
And I would not have used it, so I just said, I'm just going to leave well alone. And he said, no, in that case, it's fine. It's a sign-off from me. But, of course, it's the big boss that I'm waiting for to sign off.
Yeah.
So once that's happened, I can just go
And move on.
and move on, yeah, and get very little thanks for it. But there you go. Shit happens. Oh, do you know? I don't think I should have eaten that biltong last night.
No?
No, because I woke up this morning. I think I might have had a very mild version of what you had, but it didn't.
Right.
But it didn't come up or anything. But
Right.
it was like, oh no, I probably shouldn't have eaten that at that time.
Yeah.
So, never mind. Live and
Did
learn.
you get that hail earlier?
No, we haven't had any hail here at all.
Like
No.
bloody ice cubes out there. It was ridiculous.
No, we've had a bit of rain and it's a bit grey and murky. Although the sun was out until about 20 minutes ago, but it's gone a bit grey and murky.
We had it briefly out here as well. But yeah, Lily's never seen hail before. She was running around the garden like a lunatic. Loved it. Nothing safe with that dog.
No.
So Nelly came out playing with her as well.
Right. I'm just waiting for a boiler engineer as well. He's supposed to be coming this afternoon because our boiler's playing up again.
Well, it would do. It's cold now.
Well, yeah, but it's played up not very regularly, but since we've been here, it's gone on the fritz a few times.
Yeah.
And it went again a couple of weeks ago, and the guy came out and he gave it a check over. I mean, it gets serviced twice a year, and it had some new ignition probes or something fitted, which seemed to sort the problems out for most of it. And then a couple of weeks ago, it started going again, and he came over and he cleared out. There's like a fluid trap, like a U-bend type thing, and he cleaned that out. And he said, "Yeah, I think that was the problem. It's all fired up again." So great. So about 20 minutes after he'd gone, 20 minutes later, I'd phoned up the landlord and just said, "Oh, the engineer's been. He cleaned out this blah blah blah." And everything's golden, it's all working. He said, "Oh, great, wonderful, excellent."
Yeah.
Hung up on the phone, went up to the boiler, opened the door, it's failed again.
No.
Yeah. So I phoned up the landlord again and said, I said about 20 minutes ago, everything was absolutely fine. It's not anymore. So the guy came out.
Fit a new one, to be honest.
Well, so the engineer came out again on the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very nice. And I said to him, it's funny because I went up there last night, I had a look at the thing, I thought I'll just reset the boiler again to see if it fires up, and it fires up. and it's worked all overnight. It's absolutely fine. So the guy says, well, okay, if it's working, I'll
Leave it alone.
leave well alone. So about a day or two later, it failed again. But when it fails, it goes into lockout, which is basically just shuts the thing down for safety, and it gives you an error code, and the error code is fails to ignite. That's always the error code.
Right.
So it's something to do with the ignition of it. And so it only had new sort of, the new, I think they're probes or electrodes or something, fitted about a year ago. So he's supposed to be coming out today with a new set of those to see if that cures the problem. But my landlord said, when this first started playing up earlier this year, he said, no, I'm going to get you a brand new boiler. This is not good enough. And he's very good. He's a very good landlord. I have to admit. He said, I'll get you a new. He said, but he said I was looking into heat pumps, and I said, oh yeah. He says, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they're there yet. In terms of whether they're good enough or efficient enough. And I said, well, look, at the end of the day, it's your house. If you want to put a heat pump in, fine. If you don't think they're good enough, fine. He said, well, whatever you do, we'll get you a new boiler.
Right.
And over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about it, and he seems to have warmed a bit more to the idea of a heat pump. But you read about them, and some people say, oh, they're brilliant, they're fantastic, and they're super efficient, and blah blah blah. And others say, oh, they're bloody useless, and you're always having to use the backup, So, I don't know. He's got some guy coming out next week, I think, to do a bit of a survey, a feasibility survey.
Huh.
'Cause I don't know exactly. From what I understand, the heat pump, they drill down quite deep into the ground.
Yeah.
And they send everything down into the ground to get heated, and then I don't know how it works. How's that thing going?
Well, it's finished.
Yay.
Done the LFO.
Nice.
Well, it appears to have done the LFO. I've still got to check a few bits and pieces, but
Yes, it looks like you're making progress. That's for sure.
So we can go in different poly modes. Unison. Seems to be fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What else? How about? I can't remember how you activate. How do you activate it? Yeah, there we go. That's it, mate. Right, all that's left now is mod panel. VCO 1. Well, there's a calibration that has to be done. Okay. That button will have to be sorted out. They always fucking fail. Alright, so there's calibration to do on that board. Everything's actually working. Right, so give it a clean, give it a calibration, bolt it up.
Post the invoice.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to buy a brand new pen because I'm going to have to write a lot of zeros.
It's okay.
No, it's no, it's good. No, it's good. MIDI's working. All 16 VCOs are working. LFO is now working. All the keys are working now. Front panel controls. That's it. That is it, mate.
Cool.
We got there. All right, admittedly, 3 days of banging my head against the fucking wall. But you have to do that to ascertain what the faults are and where they are.
Indeed.
And stop, constantly finding new ones as you repair something. Like that studio last night. I still haven't got that audio back.
Really?
Loop back shows it coming out of Cubase and going through, but it's not getting to the mixer. All of a sudden, it was working literally a couple of hours earlier, and nothing's been touched.
Strange.
It's so mad, isn't it? Yes. So I've had there was a couple of BA662s gone in it, a couple of TLO 80s, which are a bit rare on the ground actually, and a few 4558s, which are 10 a penny. Well, at the moment they are.
Yeah.
They won't be when they run out, obviously. And actually, the prices of them are starting to creep up a bit. But yeah.
Cool beans.
So that voice that wasn't working, that VCO on that voice that wasn't working, turned out it was a short in this big ribbon cable.
Oh, right.
And on closer inspection, found that it was always like that since it was built. So that voice has never worked.
Wow.
The bloke's never noticed, I suppose. Because otherwise he would have taken it back to Roland, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
With 4K back in what, 80, what was it, 82, 81? That's many penny, Benny.
Indeed.
So I had another JP8 interconnector cable knocking around, so I dug it out and whacked it in, and lo, the voice suddenly come to life. After spending 3 days trying to get the fucker working.
Yeah.
So what it was where they were touching, it was connected, it was shorting out on the earth line.
Oh, right.
So although the voltages are getting, most of the voltages are getting there, this is just one element that wasn't getting through, and it was stopping the waveform from generating. Bastard thing. So there you go, mate. never thought I'd see the end of this bastard. At least I can feel better about that.
Yeah.
And from what I can gather, these mods that he's had fitted, it looks like, he's fitted an extra socket on the back. I think what it is, he can send a either a gate or a pulse or whatever, and it will re-trigger the LFO or the engine generators, depending on which mod he wants to use, because there's two of them there. But you can use them either simultaneously or one or the other. But I don't know who did the mod, but it's little things like there's only two things it does, but he's used a 3-position switch.
Right.
One position doesn't do anything at all. You think, no, you put a two-way switch on, not a 3. Just simple on-off one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cleaned up, but it's not great. That modulation panel is awful. It's all the rust underneath the paint is just. It makes it look like it's got like a greasy oil all over it or something.
All right.
But it's not. It's the painters from underneath. So I don't know whether Richard will take this one or not. In all honesty. But would probably result in a rather cheaper, fully working Jupiter 8.
True.
You don't see many of them about. But I don't think there's been a Jupiter 8 that's been treated this appallingly before. So, we do new end cheeks as well, or get them re-anodized.
Yeah.
But again, pennies, Benny.
Indeed.
Rust spots on it. It's not great. But it's working.
And that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. You're right there, Fred. So I don't know if I'm going to get the same luck with the Prophet 5. But it's funny, it was the same, was it last week with the memory mod? It was on that for about 3 days, and it was no, and then in one morning, everything's sorted.
Yeah.
So probably what I should do is get the Prophet 5 down, and then take 3 days holiday, and then come down and just fix it.
Yeah.
Rather than sit here with it. So I don't know how much stuff Ty's bringing down. But he's booked a week down here.
Right.
To go through stuff. So imagine there's a few bits. And probably can add an SK30 to that list now.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to risk it, it's fine. But nearly every IC in that entire sense is unattainable.
Yeah.
Well, unless you get another SK30. Well, he's got 2 DSS ones now, hasn't he?
He has.
He bought a really nice one, and then he bought that other one off of. Oh God, I've forgotten his name. What was his name?
Who?
The guy that went all weird on his views and that. He used to be in the chat all the time.
Oh, yeah. Pete Sasquatch.
Sasquatch, that was it.
Different printing technologies provide you with a different user experience.
Really?
Did you hear that?
No.
Did you hear this?
Drag the icon along the slide bar.
No?
Yeah, no doubt. All part of it.
Yeah, no, it's weird. No, it's because I'm trying to, because I do everything on my work computer. I do via remote access, so the computer's in the corner back there somewhere. But so I don't have to have two monitors, two keyboards, two mice, or a fucking switcher. I just remote into it, and the problem is that the audio gets delayed,
Right.
just enough to be annoying. So I've now piped the audio direct from that into my interface, so I get the audio exactly.
Right.
But of course, what that means now is that it spits it out into my feed, so to speak. But that's all right. I was just testing one of my slides.
Right, let's take this mod panel out and do the biz on that. And we can call this a duck. Now we can see the rust on the bottom of it. Not good. Not bad.
Why is that fading in? You do not need to fade.
We've actually had to put a dog's bed out in the garden.
Right. Okay.
She loves sleeping in the garden.
Well, fair enough. I mean, naturally they sleep outdoors anyway, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But nice warm bed for her indoors. She's going, nah, mate, I'm all right.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah.
No, I want to lay outside in the rain. Right up my street, that is.
Lovely. Oh.
It's a tough old bird, is that, Nils? So I've got to dismantle that bloody button. Well, we'll part and parcel now. Andrew turned up last night shortly after he went.
Oh, I thought you switched off.
Yeah, I was just going to, but then Andrew showed up, and then people.
All the more reason to switch off.
people carried on chatting about stuff for a bit, and so we had old Steve Bastard turn up.
Yeah, he was there when I.
Yeah, so we haven't seen him for a while. But anyway, where's the proper driver for this, mate? Come on. That. Oh, Christ, it's all fucking rusted in. Somebody's got to try and get this pitch without this. These top screws. Oh no, they're all right. I thought they were going to be rusted stiff, but no, okay. One was never stiff. The one thing I thought was not going to come out at all did. Right. Pots of them. It's funny, I would have thought the knob would come off. Bloody hell. No. Come on. I want to get to the different pots.
What the fuck?
What's that for?
Well, that's not even. Oh, hang on. Ugh.
Ugh. Fucking detritus under there. Jesus Christ almighty.
Mhm.
Let's see if we can get some of these screws out. Oh, that one's going.
Yes, Carl, I have, and I did approach him. And what's the term? Radio silence. So,
Who's that?
but Dr. Mix.
Oh,
However, I might have another way of getting to him, and another way of maybe, how should we say, add a bit more.
annoyance.
What's the? No. The credibility, I think, is probably the word I'm looking
Oh,
for
right.
there. Yeah, it's. He didn't say no. He just didn't say anything.
Yeah, but
And he might not have seen the email, or it might have gone to one of his assistants. I know he has assistants.
yeah. I know sometimes you get a thing where no response whatsoever is how somebody says no without having to say no.
Mm.
Need a more aggressive screwdriver.
Maybe I should just speak to him in our native tongue. That might persuade him.
Yeah.
He's a very busy guy. I mean, he's not just making videos. He does a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, he's definitely been on our list for a long time. But it's just getting a response.
Well, there's several people's names on the long time list.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
In there, so. And maybe we'll pull them in one day, and maybe we won't.
Yeah, one day. Hopefully, he and I will have something in common that might solidify something. So yeah, can't say anything more than that at the moment.
I love this electric screwdriver. It doesn't take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we've got DTC 1250E. There's me portal.
You what?
My portal. I've got a portal.
Oh, portal.
Portal.
You got a portal?
Yeah. It's a
God.
large repository.
Hey,
Yeah.
that'll leave a mark.
Come on. Didn't let me in the last time.
I've got to strip all this
Yeah,
button.
there you go. Oh, let's. Oh.
Ooh, mate.
Oh.
Oh.
Log in with corporate SSO. Yeah, go on. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
Back in. Right.
That's the only way you can service these little white modulation switches. Like these desoldering the switch and then getting it out of the bracket. Then you've got to split it open. And you know those little rubber dome things for the key contacts on things like 106 keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
It's a single one, of them
Yeah.
in there.
Oh, okay.
And it builds up with dirt and crap, and then eventually nothing's happening.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
You have to strip this bastard down to get to it.
Knob ends.
Fucking hell.
Right. Clear filters. Secure assurance. Product. Here we go. Fargo.
Oh, come on, get up to temperature. Come on, girl.
Printer. DTC 1250E. There you go. Oh my god, they've actually uploaded a ping file. Wow.
God, Microsoft were pushing Windows 11 on my lappy this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Upgrade to 11. No. But there was no way to sort of like say, no, I don't want to.
Yeah. Now, we had an email through at work the other day. They're trying to get everybody on at the same point, which, the global company is probably like pulling teeth, for the IT department. So they're talking about giving us all just because every year my boss says to us, right, I'm doing the budgets for next year. Does anybody think they're going to need a new computer in the next 12 months? We all go, yes. But now she doesn't have to worry about it because if this is an IT department led initiative, we don't have to. It won't come out of our budget. This will be a global company thing. So,
right, okay.
So this is why I'm currently trying to come up with an argument for me having a Mac rather than a PC. And the main argument is that they won't need to replace it as often as the other one. It will last longer, even though it costs more money. The return on investment will be a lot better.
Here we go.
But I'm pretty certain that won't happen.
Is it not a favoured platform?
Well, a lot of IT departments don't like mixing and matching, especially, I used to know an IT manager that refused to have any Macs on his network. It was just a bizarre thing. But when it comes to, especially when you're working in a large corporate organisation, you've got to have all of these security things loaded onto your system. It's not just it's not just local antivirus. This is it's big, lots of big security elements that they install in the background and just sit there and make sure that everyone's safe and secure.
Yeah. And
of course, the platforms that they're using for these things might not necessarily be compatible with Mac. With Mac, there might be other ones, and so they just like to keep it nice and even. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know what you mean.
Plus the fact that if I did have a Mac, one rather important piece of my authoring toolkit is currently Windows only. So I would have to have a virtual machine. So I would, personally, I would go for Parallels, and I would just have an instance of Parallels running a Windows VM that I can run my Windows software in.
Right.
So that then adds another stone in the boot of the IT department, because they'd have to I'm sure it's possible, to manage all of the security elements on the Windows machine as well as the host Mac. So they do it. We've got Macs in the business. I know that because our creative services team all run off of Macs. So there's clearly a way to do it. So I have to figure something out. But just like an M2 or an M3 MacBook Pro would be perfect.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I can just dock it, throw it up on the screen here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be way, way easier.
Well, I know that since making the final leap to Mac, when I go back to a Windows machine now, it's sort of like, oh yeah, little fucking wait for that, and this, and that. It's bizarre, really.
Mm.
I mean, Windows machines have their strong points. Everything does.
Well, yeah, they keep landfills running.
Now, I don't know whether you can see this, but it gives you a rough idea of the condition of the synth when it arrived. But it's difficult to see these sliders.
Oh. Yikes.
Give you a rough idea of its condition.
Wow.
And that's actually rust.
That's rust,
and,
yeah.
And then there's fluff and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that all over. But this is one of the last boards to pull out that I haven't actually worked on yet. So
Nasty.
it's right. That's,
Nasty.
there's a little plunge in there. It fell off. Yeah. Right, so that goes into there, like so.
Right, so that's 1250.
Spring goes on top of that, and the plunger
What's that?
goes on top of that,
Value prop.
and then this holds it all together. Get it the right side. Voila. And boom, boom.
Come on, Mr. Engineer. I don't need you here any time after now, really. I don't know how long it takes to fit these things.
Oh, it's poor, mate. Oh, cost ya.
Yeah.
That goes on top of
I've
that.
not had any messages, so these not
There
coming.
you go. Let's see if that works in a minute. Let's just solder it back in.
It is Thursday today, isn't it? Yeah, 12 till 5. Okay,
Yeah, well, it's a bloody week.
This is the last few years for me have been like this. Every week just shoots by. It gets to Thursday and Friday. I'm like, fuck. And now we're halfway through March almost.
Yeah.
And it just seems like I haven't got long left on this planet. Can we slow down a little bit?
I mean, it's what? Sunday week, and the clocks go forward.
On the 30th, yeah.
Fucking hell. And that'll be the end of
That's
March.
2 weeks. Yeah. Then we're into April.
Week Sunday, yeah.
Then it'll be Super Booth. Then it'll be summer holidays.
Mate.
And then it'll be Christmas.
Oh, shut up, will you?
And Christmas was only yesterday, so
Yeah. Seems like 4 minutes ago. I agree.
doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Done it though. Standard.
Standard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you
against our human rights and all that.
yeah. Right.
Oh God, this is fucking. What am I doing? I mean, really? Well, I'm just removing carpet here. It's fucking awful.
Is that a euphemism?
I wish. I wish. Right.
Come here, let me remove your carpet.
See, this is what makes me. When you get some people, they get very indignant. They go, "Oh, you use WD-40. You should use using deoxit." Everything like. I go, mate, you try using deoxit on shit like this, and for a result. Now, fuck off and leave me alone. You weren't there, man.
Yeah.
You had to be there, you know. Deoxit, stick it up your ass. I've used deoxit. Fucking useless.
Do you know, I bought a can of it, and I can't remember why. I bought it for a specific purpose.
Yeah.
And it achieved what I wanted it. I think it was that's it. It was for a Fairlight, and it achieved. It was perfect, it worked, and it was great.
Yeah.
And then I remember saying to someone, "Oh, I've just sold this issue I had. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been the pitch bend and mod wheel panel on the Series 3 keyboard."
Right.
Because on there you've got the pitch bend and the mod wheels, and then you've got two switch buttons. One latches, one doesn't, and they have little bulbs in them. And then above that, you've got 3 rotary pots that are freely assignable to whatever parameter you want within the CMI.
Yeah.
And I used Deoxit to free those up, and it was perfect. And then I think I used it on some of the keys as well, on the hinges on the back of the keys, and it was great, and it was really good. And then I said to someone, "Oh, I fixed this thing with and what do you use? Deoxit D5? Oh no, don't use Deoxit D5. That'll make it worse." And I'm like, "Well, why?"
Yeah, everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it? Why do you often see Deoxit D5 in people's workshops if it's rubbish?
Yeah.
In other words, they tried to use it on something and it didn't work, and then maybe they used it on something it shouldn't have really been used on, and that's where their problems lie.
One of the things I know for a fact that Deoxit does not work on is mistreated old gear. It's not great. It's not Deoxit's fault even, but it's just like, no, mate.
Yeah.
Give it a rest.
That didn't sound good.
No, it's me. Right. Now, what I'm looking for is any movement when we move the. There. Let's get a slightly better sound. What, Joe? Very effective auto tune, I must admit.
Night boat to Cairo. Sorry. Sound a bit like that. Foghorn at the beginning.
Right, see if we can get these to work.
Right. Quiz.
That's better. Lovely jobs. Well, that pitch shouldn't be moving. It doesn't. And I'm trying to remember where the trimmer for it is. Can't remember if it was up on the main board or not. Ah. I'll figure it out. So everything else works now. So it's just that.
Cool.
The pitch goes up when you use the VCO 1 and 2 thingy on the mod board.
Thick and sweet, awesome.
Yeah. The mod button's working, portmanteau's working, portmanteau VCO 2 only is working. Cool. This looks awful. I can't do anything with that. Oh, did I test the rise time? Yeah. Okay. So the rise time delay is working as well. Oh my God. So I just need to fix this pitch rise on the LFO slider. But where was the trimmer? Write your answer on a postcard.
Right. Oh, come on.
Is that a thing of the past now?
What?
Postcards?
Postcards, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a postcard, but then I don't normally. We always used to have postcards in the house, little, in the drawer with the envelopes and stuff.
Yeah, we know when somebody goes on holiday and they send back a postcard, and on one side you've got the photograph of where they are, but it's professionally taken at some point.
Yeah.
I suppose an email and there's a picture of here's us on the beach.
Or it's just a text message with a picture in it.
Yeah.
Yes, the lost art of the postcard.
About getting a postcard through the post.
You remember all the TV shows would say answers on a postcard, or send us a postcard.
Yeah.
In a stamped addressed envelope. Yeah.
All right, mate. Right, I've got to go for a quick pee. In a sec.
Oh, hang on, what's going on here?
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, it's just me then. Sorry, I'm not very chatty. I'm being... Oh. Urgh. People. People. Right. Here we go. Save. Yes, Culture of Ghosts. It was, as they say, a game of two halves, and the second one was shitty. It was. To be on top so much in that first half and then to capitulate in, 20 minutes? Fucking hell. Yeah. Mid-table mediocrity again, I think, this year. Never mind, that's why we love the game. Where's me bloody boiler engineer? Come on, Kent, I want to go make a cup of coffee. I don't want to leave everyone here just staring at two empty rooms. Not that I'm much to look at anyway, so. Aye. Right, okay. That's done, that's saved. Review. Okay, here we go. Tick that one off my list. Well, this is thrilling viewing, isn't it? There I shall sit here and read my copy of Electronic Sound magazine. There you go. In fact, what I'll do is I'll sit here and sniff my copy of Electronic Sound magazine because it's far more rewarding. Nothing like freshly printed, high quality paper. Oh, sounds like someone's coming back. Scratch and sniff. Yeah. Oh, here comes my gas engineer. Look at that.
Good man.
Right. I'll be back in a minute.
It's from Portugal. And they are what? I think it's a tube of 3360s. It is indeed a tube of 3360s. Ooh. 5 of them, in fact. Excelente. I can go in the parts drawer with the rest of the stuff. Right then. While he's off gas engineering, let's see where that zero offset is. Oh, come on. Hello? Hello? Mod panel. Mod panel's got to be here somewhere. Here we go. Right. So this is a bend. Yes, I thought the trimmer isn't on the board. It must be elsewhere. Or, no, I know what it might be. I know what it might be. I bet you it's fecked around with the wheel. Let's have a look. In unison. I bet you they've messed with the wheel itself. Yeah, in a minute. Oh, I think it's tight. There we go. Getting there. You bastard. Nearly. No, the other way. Yeah, I've got it. I'll screw this back in. Hopefully it stays in place. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, you bastard. Let's try to screw it back in place. It tends to want to pull it back where it was. Let's do it then. Cool. Why do they mess with these? Just leave these wheels alone. Up a bit. So sensitive. At this rate, I'm going to have to put a second trimmer on it. As you do it up, it winds it up. Alright, we'll put an additional trimmer on it. Let's see what we've got. Alright, let's have a look. Put one of these on. Not the only person that can fucking mod these bastards. Right, so desolder the middle wire. Come on. Yeah, you come. Up you come. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Probably the MIDI kit that pissed this off anyway. Right. Bit of solder on there. Okay. And solder the wire onto that. Oh, broke off. What bastard. There you go. This one proper. Okay, there we go. Broke off. Oh, shit. Come on. Don't be like that. Right, come on in, a little bit of wire. We have to fix a problem we probably never noticed it had. Rob's on to the landlord. Right, this either works or it doesn't. So. Taking enough off. Let's put something a little bit more robust in there. We've got here. Let's put 105 in. Bastard, that's warm. Sit, get mad. Let's try that. Oh, we're almost there. Ever so slightly get there. Just need more. Need a bit more. Christ, how big a challenge have got to be then? Because that was a 105. Do a calculation on it. Fuck. Or add a resistor to it as well. Jesus Christ. Lily, Lily, stop eating the astroturf. There's a good girl. Oh, Robbie's gone again. Yeah, well, that's a bit of shit, isn't it? Da, 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 da. That not too bad. So we can calculate the next one. That's better. Mount this in such a way it won't give us any more grief.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Okay. What have you been up to?
Oh, they had a book fair at school, so I had to go and search through books with Little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Well, just in time. It's all done.
I saw earlier that he'd got it mostly going. He was just starting on that mod panel.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. The panel's done as well now.
Nice.
Bump the bastard up. Come on, there you go. Oh shit, I left the switches on. There we go. Yeah, so yay.
So did I hear right earlier? It was one of the cables that was causing a major issue.
Yeah, it's so that voice has never worked. The voice was the cable was shorted out inside the plug when it was made.
Shit.
There you go.
Always something fucking innocuous, isn't it?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Hmm.
So there you have it.
Well, at least you found it, mate.
Yeah, well, fix that modulation problem as well.
Oh yeah, go on.
That was a VCA gone on the top module control board.
Oh shit.
But it was also stopping the modulation from working when you switched from the different keyboard modes as well, which is, to be fair, a little weird. So we can scribble it together now. How about that? So what else has been going on in the world of high finance?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Nothing very much ever happens down here, mate.
Like that, is it?
Seriously, it's very quiet. Yeah.
I see. We got a shitload of hail earlier.
What, you up your end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawn was absolutely snow white.
Yeah, we had all that yesterday.
Yeah. Lily'd never seen it before. She was enjoyed that. Running around like a lunatic.
Bless her.
Absolutely covered in hail. So yeah, she got Nelly to go out and play with her as well. They were running around like idiots.
Bless them.
Yeah,
So was it you still got the Profit 5 to do?
yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, at least we've got one done and out of the way, eh?
I'm amazed you got it fucking working, to be fair.
Well, if you bang your head against it long enough.
True.
Oh, I pulled the MIDI kit out to see if any of the other problems removed. It disappeared. It didn't.
So that was actually all right then?
Yeah. But it was when I was pulling the MIDI kit out that I had these other thoughts and put me down a different road. And that's where I ended up checking that cable.
It's funny, isn't it? How different things set you off down different paths.
Yeah. But as unlikely as it was, you think, no, it's not going to be the cable, is it? I swapped the cables, the top one with the bottom one, and then voice 8 dropped out. Excuse me? And voice 4 was working. I was like,
Yeah.
Sorry? After everything I'd done to that bloody voice, and it's just working by changing the cable over.
Well, you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's just how it goes sometimes.
Right.
Oh, shut up, bloody phone.
Yeah. Plugs on now. That should be it. Apparently, Robbie's having boiler problems again.
Is he?
Yeah.
He did say he was. Siri, stop. Fucking thing. Yeah, he did say the other day he was having that, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, they came and sorted it, and then it went again.
Oh.
Mm.
That's never good.
Well, perhaps it's time for a new boiler.
Well, hopefully his landlord will cough for that, surely.
We'll have to. That's the whole point of, paying rent.
Yeah.
I guess. So.
Why?
Right, there we go. Tune. Yeah, it's not the test mode anymore. 1.8. That's the patch I put in it earlier.
Glorious.
To test the.
So what, are these just test patches, or have you actually written these and kept them?
Yeah, that's one I just put in. Oh, and I fixed the. No, there's those two dull voices.
Yes.
It was an op amp, so there was no trimming on the. Not on the filter, but on the envelope mod. The filter mod envelope and mount. So when you pushed it up, it didn't go up as much, and the others went right up.
Right.
So I found that. So that's all the problems done.
Lovely jubbly.
All the resonance is tuned.
Nice.
Yay! There you go.
Excellent.
Right. Done. Now I've got to find where I put all the screws for the voice cards that I took out last summer.
Oh. Has it been there that long?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, on and off. But in fairness, I hadn't been near it for a few months.
Yeah.
While I was getting on with all the other shitters.
Yeah.
But I'm reluctant to go and work on that P5, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, there's still other shitters to get on with. There's the Box Continental.
Okay.
Which is not so much a dick as a knob.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Peter's CS20.
Okay.
That's proving to be a bit of a tart.
Oh.
Then the Prophet 5. There's a Mini Moog, but it's not a bastard. It's... Well, I've got to do the case. I've got to sand the case. Get all the dents and dinks and shit out of it.
Yeah.
Restain it and wax it and polish it. And then assemble it and then do all the bits and pieces that it needs doing. And it's got so many like melted keys, I think you call them. Melted.
Not well. Not well.
Yeah. Then there's a CS60. I mean, he wants it EMAC. Absolutely sprucely. So we'll see what happens. Then there's that CS60, but I don't know why it's here. I can't remember. And the 80, but the 80 I think is the worst of the lot. I'm not going near that until I've got all the other shit out of the way.
Fair enough. So you got a bit to do.
Yeah, but it's actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 absolute bastards left. That's from about 37, so it's definitely the home straight.
Mm.
But getting this JP fixed is quite a biggie, actually, because it was quite a tart. So, with that in mind, it might be time to well, screw it back together for us for sure. I don't think this is it's not that pot. Let's look at the other pot here. No, it's the P5 pot. That is. Mind you, I've got so many pots with screws in here. Maybe a teeth curl. Oh, this might be the pot. This one here. This is one of them. Yeah, there's the screws for voice curls. It's just mixed in with a few other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Just to confuse issues. I think there's a lot of OB8 voice bits in here. So they're relatively available type screws anyway. I hold these in. It's not like you can get them from elsewhere. It doesn't have to be the original. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Right. We can screw these boards down, would you believe?
Lovely jubbly.
Right, start the interface board, I suppose. Oh, you wank. You should drop down to the power supply. Right, there we go. I didn't think I'd be doing this today. Screwing it all
What?
back. Huh?
So again?
I didn't think I'd be doing this today. Screwing it all back together.
Well,
No, he's such a lazy little git. If he could just stick his arse out of the cat flap and have a pee, he would.
bless him. You wouldn't have him any other way, though.
Well, he walks about. Actually, I think his leg is pretty bad today, so I'll cut him some slack on that. But yeah, he'll walk like 2 foot or a foot from the cat flap and have a pee.
Bless his heart. He's old boy. He's earned it.
We have no idea how old he is. No idea at all. The people at the rescue centre said, no idea. We know he's a lot older than when we got him, so. For all we know, it could be incredibly ancient, you know?
Yeah.
You can tell he's a Spanish dog. If there's so much as a cloud in the sky, he goes, no, I don't want to go in. It looks cold out there. And you can use the cat flap to get out, right? But you won't use it to get back in. He just stands by it and barks and waits for somebody to come along and open the cat flap for him. Kit.
Crotchety old boy, and he's allowed to be as well.
Yeah. The thing is, he gets fed up. If nobody comes, he goes, oh, fuck it, and just goes in himself. You go, why did you do that in the first place, you dozy dog? Well...
Why should I when I have people who do it for me?
Yes. Open the cat flap, will you, please? Little shit. Okay. And the 2 centre ones.
I don't know if you saw it last night, but Wagyu, you know the show that got pulled because of this copyright strike?
Yes.
Wagyu reckons he might have it.
Yeah.
I think he live records all your streams.
Really?
I think so. So I sent him because he said, "What episode was it?" And obviously, you don't put episode numbers on your shows.
No, I do.
So I just sent him a picture of the screen cap with the name and the date of the pub, and hopefully he'll be able to pull it.
All right.
But I think that was the 12-hour one, wasn't it?
It was. Yes, I think it was. That's where we started to delete the first bit.
I think it's going to be a hell of a file if he's got to send it to anyone.
We recorded one of the longest ones we ever did.
Yeah, I know. Mind you, yesterday, albeit with a break in the middle, was getting up there, wasn't it? It was, what, 11 and a half hours or something?
Yeah, it's just that one, the known one, was unstopped. It was non-stop, was it?
Mm.
I think. Right, okay. All the boards screwed down.
Nice.
Lovely.
Button her up for the last time, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm going to probably push my luck and try screwing the front panel down as well. Well, at least offer up the screws, because you need to have them sort of like offered up before you can put the end cheek screws in.
Yeah.
They never line up, ever. And they just go in loose for now.
Mm. I mean, obviously, you test it again once you've screwed everything down to make sure nothing's.
Oh, God, yeah. It's a vintage cinch, mate.
Mm.
They're never really repaired until the customer walks out the door with it.
And then it's their problem.
And even then, yeah. You keep your fingers crossed it lasts at least 6 months. Oh, bugger, I can't find the other one. Oh no, this only had one screw in it, didn't it? I had to improvise it myself. Nothing unusual there. Oh Christ, the lawn. Can you see? Lawn's gone white. Look.
Bloody hell.
Again, that's the second time today. Wasn't it? Oh, he sheared a screw clean off in that one. That's the first. It's so rusted in. One, that's two. I won't do the end sheet ones yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, it works. All right, let's have some of that famous pulse width mod. Delay. A bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. Yeah, that's very Jupiter 8 sounding now.
Nice.
Let's put a bit of LFO mod on it. That's working a treat, mate. Now that's what you call a release time, mate.
Mm.
Right, there we go. Let's put the inch screws in and it's Bob's your auntie. You can have a bit of a tidy up again. Right. Oh. Of course they don't line up. Why would you think they would line up? They never fucking line up. Oh, Christ. Ba-da-ba. Okay, right, where's the big go? Ugh. There we go. 1 inch leak. Oh. What, darling? See the scratch order in it. How far out are they? Oh, they're completely the other way. Okay, fair dues. Looks like the case is actually twisted.
All right.
It's out of whack that side going that way and out of whack going this way. It has to be forced into position.
But those bend sheets should pull it straight, shouldn't they?
Yeah. There you go. That's it. Solid as a cock. Yeah, there's a little little safety tip. Don't drop a Jupiter 8 on your fingers.
Yeah, probably wise not to,
Yeah.
mate.
Right, let's see. There we go. Out you come. So, there you go. Bloody hell. Tight plug. Okay, stand this bastard up out of the way. Oh. I still don't think Richard will take this on.
No,
No.
it's not. Is there a certain level of quality there has to be?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's on the base, it's all rust.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and scratched up. The end sheets are. It needs a lot of work, but that's much more money. You know, re-silk screening, re-powder coating.
Yeah, and I've seen write-ups about how difficult that is on older panels like that.
Yeah. Jeff told me he used to do a really good job on them.
Well, there was a guy who was restoring a JP8 in America, and I read a thread that he'd done about it, and he ended up contacting Jeff to find out exactly how it was done.
Yeah.
I think Jeff even supplied him with the graphics for it. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Jeff didn't actually do it. He took it to a printer's. He didn't do it himself, so he probably wouldn't have been able to give him too much detail on it. But yes, yeah.
So as it sits, what would you sort of put a price on that?
I think he'd be hard pushed to get anywhere near 20, in all honesty. It is fully working, yes, but it shows sign of age. I don't think he could ask more than 15 for that, based on the fact that it's still got Jupiter 8 written on the front panel.
Yeah.
Although, personally, between you, me, and the gateposts, I don't see that there should be that kind of money. Anyway.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, £25,000-30,000 for a Jupiter 8 is just fucking ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, they're nice. They sound great. Yes. But a certain degree of piss taking is going on.
Well, that's the thing with the vintage synth market, isn't it?
You want that bit anyway. So, I suppose we could move on to, say, the SK20. I don't know. Let's see. Pull the tools back. I'm going to try and keep it tidy, would you believe?
Yeah, no, it's the sort of thing I do.
Depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I just let it drop, you know, sort of like, nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But then that's when I start going, oh, where's that bit? Or what did I do with that? Or that kind of thing, you know. I don't think this SK can require a oscilloscope. It's just not that kind of fault, so I can probably put that away as well. So much fucking stock. Oh, I want it. That's a good one. stop touching things. Keep that out for now. Wank. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There we go. That's a bit tidier than we were. So, there we go. It's nice when the sun comes out.
It is actually. It's bloody cold down here, but it's gloriously bright.
It is freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing down here. Mate. The AC's been rattling off like nobody's business. Oh, put this MIDI keyboard away. Where's that going? Goes up there.
Okay. Kent disappears. I did wonder.
No idea. Oh, I've just found 4 screws. I don't know what they're for.
Go on.
Modulation panel on the Jupiter 8.
Oh shit.
Forgot to put them in. Don't have to take it apart. I can do that from underneath. It's fine.
Oh, that's all right then.
It's just as well. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Whoops.
Yeah. Put them in.
Wagyu. He's got the video number. I've only got about 2.5 hours of it, 2 hours, 40 minutes of it for some reason. I remember it. I fired up a different tool as I was worried about the start being chopped off, but it looks like it wasn't able to fetch the whole thing before the BBC struck it off. So he's got a bit of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, most of it was me screaming and shouting and swearing at a Jupiter 8, wasn't it?
That's Memory Mode, wasn't it?
Oh, was it that one?
I think you were on that, still on that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was screaming and shouting and swearing at that one.
Standard synth tech practice.
Yeah. Yes. Just different levels of abuse.
Well, yeah.
Essentially. Where's my world's smallest Hoover? Well, I won't find it because it's so small.
I was going to say, it depends how small it is. We might not find it.
It is. It's a lovely, tiny little thing. Where is it? No idea where that's gone. Yeah, it's a little handheld Hoover.
Oh, nice.
About that big. And you just hoovers up the, dust and bits and crap.
Yeah, the little shit bits.
Yeah, the little shitty bits. As opposed to get Henry out.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was Epsom District Hospital, Hoover. And they were getting rid of them. And Mum says, "Oh, I'll have it." And then the guy in the tech room said, he said, "Oh, let's put a big motor in it. Make it really powerful." So he put this upgraded motor in it. And that was like, fucking hell, that was like 40 years ago.
It's still working.
It's mental, mate, this thing. It would suck the face off a horse. It's so powerful.
There's an image.
Indeed, yeah. So,
oh, Keith's back in the chat. Did he win the QX1? Did you win it, Keith? Come on, tell us.
what's this, an eBay?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, cool. Come on in.
There she is.
Yeah, never far away, mate. Oh, your feet are wet. Look. Come over here. Here, sit your bum down here. Sit down. Come on.
I don't want to. I want to have a cuddle.
Sit down. There. You go. There. There you go. You say hello. Yeah. Sit there. There.
No, Dad, I'm going to do what I want to do, not what you want to do.
Wet woman. No, don't throw yourself on me.
Well, come on. That's what you're for.
Towel to you. A stunningly handsome and attractive towel. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake, woman. Hello.
She really would get inside you if she could, wouldn't she?
Oh, God, if she could, she'd climb up inside my jumper and never come out again. Wouldn't you? You're soaking. And we've got a towel down here. Yeah, look. Yeah.
Right, according to Wagyu, based on the message on the video, who has blocked it on copyright grounds, Kent should be able to access the video. Wagyu has a video like that, and he can still watch it.
Huh. Well, it always was a smart cookie, that one.
So if we get him to go to YouTube Studio and select three dots, then download, we should be able to get the file and then edit out the BBC bits. Okay.
Right.
So all
It's
may
weird,
not be
I'm
lost.
sure we've done stuff like that before on the pub, and it doesn't. Nothing. They're still there now.
Yeah. Well.
But again, it's that funny thing of, you know, Robbie got those links were to other videos that weren't BBC owned.
Yeah.
And they're still there. Fine.
All right, hang on. I'm going to take a screen cap of this so that I can send it to you so you can acquire the video.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Got that.
Yeah, hang on. Right, I'm going to put these screws in this tubular 8 before I forget.
Yes, good call.
So based on the rest of its condition, it wouldn't really notice. In fairness. Oh. Have you stolen my bench, woman? Right, we're going to get back in. Joggly job. See what I mean, mate? Look. Sneak that bed.
Of course, because you've been there and it's warm.
I'm all stuck up one corner.
Well, it is the dog's bed, in fairness.
Yeah, but not hers. It's not even a bed, is it?
Whose is it?
We got this for Noah. He went, I'm not sleeping in that.
Why sleep in that when I've got a sofa to sleep on?
Exactly. So he never uses it.
I remember sitting down next to him on the sofa, and he looked at me and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hey, what are you doing on my bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, Charlie lays in this bed, right? It's far too small for him. He stretches out, and he's got his arse hanging out one side and his head hanging out the other. And he's got this big bed, but it was down here. And Fiona's going, "Can Charlie have his bed back?" I mean, so put it up there. Bastard hasn't been in it since. And I'm sitting in this tiny little thing. I don't know. I think I've got Japanese DNA in me. I'm always on my knees.
This was mentioned yesterday. You know, I'd have been fucking crippled by now.
Nah, I can sit like this all day long.
Me and Hayley sit here and do Christmas presents in December, right? We have a day of it, and after 10 minutes, I'm done. I can't move. I have to get up. Just fucking murders me.
This is when I think just used to it.
Mm.
Never been any other way.
No, I've never been able to do it.
The weird thing, though, is when I'm kneeling like this, my feet, instead of being, like, you know, like that, they're like that. And I sit on them.
Wow.
And that's no problem at all.
Oh, God, no. That makes my joints itch just thinking about it.
But I have noticed that when I stand normal, my feet are doing that. I'm pigeon-toed anyway.
All right, okay.
So, no, it's quite a natural place for me to be. Even now, still, at this age, I thought I won't be able to do this when I'm this old. And
no, I'd have to have a bench and a seat to work like you do.
Well, I used to have a workbench, but it was, I don't know. I just didn't get on with it, weirdly.
Well, it's what works for you, isn't it?
Because I had considered at one point to not have any benches or anything like that in the studio and just set the keyboards up on the floor. Just play them on the floor.
Wow.
But I can't use expression pedals like that.
No, that's true.
So it had to be benches and chairs.
Forced you to sit properly for once.
Yeah, but when I sit in a chair, it hurts the back of my legs.
Well, that was why I had to go off last night, because my legs had gone. And it took me, I think it was getting on for 20 minutes to get out of the chair.
Is it sort of like halfway down the calf?
The
thigh, rather.
It was more in my calves, but also sitting up for that long, because this is why I sit like I do now a lot. I think I bored him. No, I think he uses expression pedals, gets the dogs to do them for him. Half God.
Again.
Don't know.
It just something went wrong.
Yeah, just disappeared.
Yeah.
No, what really got me last night was my hip. So this is why I sit the way I do, because it takes less pressure on my hip.
Well, this is one thing. When I take either her or Lily or whatever and take them for a walk. Well, I live at number 3. By the time I got to number 15, I'm limping. By the time I get back home, I can't walk.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
And this hip is like,
yeah, it's a real struggle for me now. I mean, A, because the hip replacement, but B, because the fucking stroke hit the same side. So it's like a double whammy.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like little bursts, tiny little bursts I can do, but most of the time I'm stumbling around with a stick. I've got walking sticks.
Yeah.
So,
but although I'm sort of like crippled by the time I get back, if I do a lot of walking around, a lot of carrying stuff and moving about, after a while, it stops hurting.
weird, isn't it?
So I think it might be, I just don't do a lot of walking, I suppose. And, after a while, it's sort of like it just gets tired. But
yeah.
Just one of those things, buds.
All right.
So I don't know whether to go and get another keyboard or go, well done, Ken, take the rest of the day off.
Only you can make that call, mate.
It's 4:30.
4:30, yeah. Would you be able to get another one finished today, or make progress?
Possibly, or it might be another 3 days of me screaming and shouting at it, and then suddenly everything works. I don't know. I really don't know. I know I've got no quick and easy ones in. I know that much.
Has your body filler for that SY turned up?
No, it hasn't shown. So, because that'd be something to get on with for sure. Although it's come out quite well actually. Because I mean that whole back part was missing altogether.
So what have you done? Is that just the pieces glued back together then?
That's just it glued together. Then what we do afterwards, once I've got the body filler and fill in all the cracks and where there's big gaping holes,
yeah,
where that bit was not found, and then put the body filler in, take it back to about 1200 until it's all smooth and you can't see any cracks or anything, and then spray it, and then spray the other one so they match.
Yeah.
Bolt it back on and put the SY back together.
There you go.
Why it needed, was it 48 screws to hold the keyboard in? I don't know, but there you go. Because the keyboard screws to the frame and then everything inside screws to the keyboard. So the circuit board screwed to the back of the keyboard and everything. And they got just fucking hundreds of screws holding it in. And then more and more screws on the top to hold all the boards and bits and pieces as well.
Bloody hell.
So it makes the keyboard the rigidity of the synth. I've had to take everything out of that case just to get to this. Just, the 3 screws that were here.
Yeah, I remember seeing you take that apart. It was like, oh, bollocks, I've got to do all that first.
And I know for a fact I will not remember how it went together. And that would be more screaming matches as I put something in that should have gone, and something else should have gone in first before it went in. And I have to take it out again and put it back in and work out the layers. Fortunately, they don't make them like that anymore.
Luckily.
I don't do that design anymore. M1 was done the same, where everything bolted onto the front panel, which was, the big, just an aluminium sheet, basically. Everything bolted to that, and then everything bolted to the keyboard, and that made it stop. It wouldn't lozenge.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so when the body filler arrives, I can do that.
Nice.
Because it only takes about 4 or 5 minutes for the body filler to dry with the hardener. So, and I need it anyway because I want to do get some work done on the Muzzy. But weather's going to have to get a bit warmer before I want to do that. Because I've got to take the driver's door off, strip it down, and cut away all the rust at the bottom of the door, clean out the drain ports that the guy put body filler in, locked them all up, so it filled up like a bloody swimming pool.
Yeah.
Secure all the rust, cut away all the bad metal, weld in the new panel, and then body fill, sand, make good, flat, prime, colour.
Isn't welding metal to a door skin difficult because it has a tendency to warp, doesn't it?
If you're gas welding, yeah.
Hmm.
If you do arc tags from the inside, no, not so much. It will warp a bit, but you know, but it's all distorted from all the big rust holes anyway. So
yeah,
it's 6 to 1, half done the other. I did have a look to see if there was any Mac 1 1973 Mac 1 door skins. There was a door, but it was for a black one, and they wanted $2,000 for it.
For a fucking door?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I dabble in this vintage stuff. I really don't.
Because it makes you happy, mate.
Strangely enough, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Used to, not now.
Well, I think we're all guilty of chasing our youth a little bit, aren't we?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I was always madly in love with that car, the Mac ones. But that said, you should have seen Fiona's face when I said, do you know what I'd really, really like? And she went, oh, God. What? I said, well, we sell the Muzzy when she's all finished. Because I said this, I go, because it's not a really practical car, is it? She went, no, really.
Don't you dare tell me about a fucking boat tail.
No. I said, oh, and sell the Chrysler as well. And she went, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I want to buy a car that's a bit newer, maybe 4 or 5 years old instead. And she went, okay. What? I said, oh, Mustang 500 GT. She went, why is it called 500? It's 5 litre.
Shit.
And there was one on the telly. It was in some show he was watching, and it was in this most gorgeous blue. It was sort of like, it wasn't light and it wasn't dark. It was neither at the same time. Gorgeous, but it was the 500 GT. And of course, the guy jumps into the car and pulls away, and it goes past the camera. Does that? Whoa! It goes like that. And she went, "It's nice though, isn't it?" I went, yeah. Look at the fucking styling on that. She's going, yeah, that is very nice.
Do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah, well. She said to me, she goes, if we got one, would you drive it? I went, yeah, I'd have to. I have to.
Silly question, right? Or rather, enlighten me. Does the agoraphobia have the same effect when you're driving as when you're out walking?
I now see, with years of practice, I can have a panic attack while driving and still be 100% compass mentis on the road and totally aware of all the other cars and all the rest of it, and obey the law, you know, the road laws and everything like that. But inside, I'm screaming.
Yeah.
And I think in some ways that helps, because what it is, because I have to concentrate on what I'm doing, that helps me suppress it.
Yeah.
But it's the level is linked to how far away from home I am at the time.
Yeah.
So if for instance, saying I was driving to, say, Clock Tower in Epsom, for argument's sake, if I had the panic attack there, it would be very, very severe. But my initial reaction is to turn the car around and come back. But I would be coming back slightly faster than I went.
Yeah.
And this is where the 5-litre GT bit comes in. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's weird. And we practice. You need to go out a lot. But I need to have faith in the car. This is the key. There has to be a faith in the car. To not break down or fall apart or whatever. The Muzzy, I don't have the confidence in it. And even when it's finished, it's still too much of an unknown commodity to me. And it's very, what's the word? It's very old. It's very rattly. The suspension on it is not great. It's not designed for British roads at all. It's designed for those beautiful, smooth, long freeways that they have out in the States where, there's no cracks and no potholes. You ask an American, go, how many potholes you got in the road? And go, what's a pothole? What the fuck are you talking about? The roads are very, very beautiful out there.
Fucking hell, you drive around some of the streets in Brixham, it's like the Somme.
Oh yeah. Well, even drive down Gaddiston Road, it's all dink and crack and bump out and all that business. And Poole Road's the same. They put speed bumps everywhere. And that Muzzy goes over speed bumps like, I don't know, like a snail would go over a brick. It really, it really feels every fucking contour, right? Chrysler's not so bad. But I do understand the suspension on the 500 GT is very nice, very nice. So, and it's a nice, big, flashy, noisy car like me. It's my personality in car form.
Right
old fucking show. All noise and not an incredible top speed or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it looks pretty fucking good from the front and the back.
It is a beautiful car.
It is a beautiful car. And if I can get it in that, like a royal blue, don't the black one, because the black ones don't look as good. Even though it's the same shape, it really doesn't stand. The shape doesn't stand out.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
The colour's important. It does. Depending on the shape, accentuates it.
But I've always been into blue cars. My Rover P6, when I resprayed that was done in that velvet blue. The Muzzy's blue. The Chrysler's blue. Fiona's smart car's blue. So
most of the cars I've owned have been red, scarlet. Yeah, just a weird thing. I love
one car that wasn't was had a Ford Probe that was silver. Didn't really like that car very much.
Very peculiar motor that.
Yeah, I think I bought it because it was very, very cheap. And I just went, oh, that's something to get down the shops with. And it was all right, but it wasn't brilliant by any stretch of it.
No, they never had a very good rep, but they were a bit of a weird one because it was supposed to be a sort of replacement for the Capri, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, in a way, but to be honest with you, can I have a Capri, please?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, 280, please, Brooklands.
Oh, stop it. 280i, come on. Fucking shit off a warmed chrome shovel. God.
Yeah, nice cars.
But there's a guy who does a videos on YouTube. He talks about classic cars and does these barn finds and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, I've seen him. Really, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the channel, but
Late break show.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he pulled he goes out, he says, we've got a car in here, we're going to pull it out, see what we're dealing with. And he pulled it out, and it was a bronze Lotus Europa. And it was gorgeous. It was in really good, it was dusty and dirty, you know, but it was in good, it wasn't rusty. It was really quite good condition. It was going proper, no.
It just makes you wonder.
He did a thing Monday. He was broadcasting this classic car auction.
Yeah.
And there was these various motors coming up. There was a 72 Vauxhall. Oh, what was it? Was it a Vauxhall Cressida? No, it wasn't a Cressida. But anyway, it was a Vauxhall, and that was up for, I think it was about 1,200 quid, but it was immaculate. It was like 1,200 quid. Anyway, so these and then there was all these other bits and pieces. There was a Triumph Stag clock. It was huge. It goes in it was when you could go to a Triumph showroom back in the day, you know, to go and look at a Stag or a you know, one of those sort of things, a Dolomite.
TR7s, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that went just for a couple of hundred quid. But I had my eye on this ruby red V12 E-Type Jag, fully restored, and it looked beautiful. Oh, it was gorgeous. Hammer-on wires, the works, right? And I'm waiting for this thing to come up because I clocked it because he panned around some of the cars that were out in this big warehouse thing, and I clocked the E-Type, and he went, as he went across, you could see the V12 badge on the tailgate. And I'm going, oh, let's see what this goes for. So I'm waiting for this thing to come up, and out of nowhere, it was about 15,000 people watching this live auction. And somebody in the chat was saying, oh, I didn't know there was an E-Type there. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here waiting for the other car. Okay, what other car? What's going to be an E-Type like that? You know who it was? DB.
Which one?
Bonds.
Oh, the 5.
The DB5.
Oh,
but it had the rotating number plates. It had little machine guns that popped out from behind the park lights.
fucking hell.
It had the bulletproof plate that comes up.
Yeah.
The only thing it didn't have the extending.
The tyre shredders.
Yeah, the tyre shredders things. But it had to work, and in the side, it had the thing, and it opened up, and there was like this, like fake radar thing, and everything. It was all
So what was it, like a movie prop, or was it
No. This bloke had recreated this. While he was restoring the DB5, he's going because he loved the DB5 because of Bond, and he said quarter of the way through the restoration of the car, it's in 1,000 pieces everywhere, and everything's being redone. Everything. He went, why don't I make it my dream DB5? So he did.
Yeah.
And he's recreated everything in the car. And it looks fantastic. And I'm going, okay, how much is this going to go for? Right? And the bidding started to waver and slow down at 130,000. And I go, well, it's not going to go up much more. And then there was this big bid, and it suddenly jumped up to 210. And
for
then everybody else just went.
Because 5s generally go for a bit more than that. They're 300,000-400,000, some of them.
Well, they can do, but because it's modified, it's not, and therefore, and because of the plate, the bulletproof plate, it had to go on a Q plate.
Q branch. Q branch.
Yes, I thought it was quite appropriate actually.
Yeah.
But he said that the guy was going on. He said the one thing he had real problems with the DVLA was the rotating number plates.
Yeah.
Because he had like a Swiss one, and with all that sort of thing, and he had to register those 3 cars as that car.
Fuck.
It's actually registered as 3 different cars because of the number plate switching. You're right. Now, whether that means he has to have 3 sets of insurance, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit
Haley's in the chat.
Hey.
Hello, you sexy bitches. Oh, Jesus.
Hello. Come on.
Oh, look at her, look.
What do you want, lovey? Why don't you come sit down? Come sit down.
She,
Come sit down here.
No, Dad, it's 5 to 5 and it's getting an hour from that time.
Oh, it's bags of time to go yet. No, bags of time. You'll get fat, you will. You'll get porky. Don't you?
Bless her.
It's not as bad as Noah. Noah starts at about 3:30.
Well, he's smaller than everybody else. He burns it off quicker.
No, he does this thing where he just goes like this, and from one paw to the other, like that, every now and again. But he starts about 3:30.
Bless him.
We don't notice it anymore, to be honest. Blanked it out. Well, yeah, I think we're all, got that JP done. I think, yeah, fuck it.
Well, that's a big tick, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, call it a day.
Fair play to you, man.
Can't see much point in starting anything else now.
No.
Come down fresh in the morning, bang my head against something else instead.
Apparently, there was a cat fight in Get Jervis last night.
There was a what?
A cat fight.
Really?
Apparently. So I've said.
It's funny, they didn't look like they didn't get on at all. Apart from, we don't seem together very much, but
Yeah.
What, they kicked off, yeah?
By all accounts, yeah.
I wonder what that was over.
Don't know. I'll have to go back and have a look at that because I didn't see the stream, so. Tom and Jackson were fighting over catnip treats. Fucking hell, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, you can settle down. See? Told you. What?
She was snoring earlier. Little bit.
There you go.
Oh, that little fuck at her.
What? Who's that? Say no. No, say it.
She don't give a fuck about us. It's you.
Go on, move that. Oh, wow, fuck! Oh, every time you get me, you little moo. Won't you? You're a moo. Yeah. Do you want me to do your neck? It's all right. I'm just going to put it there. I'm just putting it there. Okay, ready?
Oh, she really does get nervous when that comes off, doesn't she?
Yeah. That's hers.
Mm.
Here you go. Oh. Yeah. Round there. Just under there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Is that nice?
How was she the first time you put the collar on her?
Lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah. They took to it as like it was a gift, you know?
Bless her.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, we got one of these brush things that's sort of like, it looks like it's giving off steam, but it's you put a bit of water in it, push the button, and then this stuff that comes off is just moisture.
Mm.
It looks like steam, but it's not hot. I don't understand it myself. But what it does, because it's wet, when you brush the comb through it, it just pulls all the hair out.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah, because she looks like she'd have a sort of an undercoat with that as well.
Yeah, especially around the bum, don't you? So you go down just once, and the whole thing's like, and then there's a button, and what it is where you got the brush parts. This plate comes down, just pushes all the hair off of the wires, so you don't have to detangle it. Right, sit down.
Oh, apparently Tom bit Jackson once. It wasn't anything major.
Oh, okay. Pretty girl. Yeah, pretty girl. Oh, your mate's out there, look. Come here. Go get her. Go and get her. Bite her on the back legs. Quick. Oh. Oh.
How was Rob earlier? I did see he was on, but
Yeah, it's boiler problems on it. So.
no, of course he has. Yeah. Not sure a bite will get through Jackson's rug. I think you'd need a fucking flamethrower to get through that bloody thing.
Is that all? Is that all? There you go. I just let you out. I think I might do another pub tonight. You know.
Okie dokie.
There's television does not interest me anymore.
Do you know what? I've got a TV in this living room, and it goes on maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and that's when the kids are here. I just don't watch it.
Fiona has it on every night. I mean, without fail, and then all night as well. And she'll watch anything and everything. Her passion at the moment is, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She'll go onto YouTube and she'll find some old black and white film like The Cruel Sea or some 30s detective thing, or whatever is available, and she'll watch them.
Haley loves her telly, but no. Doesn't interest me in the slightest.
Mind you, I suppose she'll want to watch her next episode of Reacher tonight. Thursday.
Haley's got right into that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I must admit, I've been watching them too. I mean, they've been fine because they're much better than, the film was. I mean, that chappie is more like Reacher is described in the books.
Well, Haley read all the books first and then discovered the TV, so she had exactly the same opinion. The films, he's nothing like what's portrayed in the books.
Yeah.
No, I've never been a big TV watcher, really.
Yeah. Maybe years ago, perhaps.
No, not even then, really.
But it's kind of sensory overload now because there's just so much of it, so many channels, so much going on. It's just like,
yeah.
So I don't mind, watching some stuff. I'll watch one thing. So I'm watching Blacklist. I've never seen any, so I watched it from season 1. I'm thinking I'm up to season 3 now. Yeah, just watch them every now and again.
Haley's just put, I'm waiting for it to finish so I can watch it all in one go. No, half God, not with me. No. No, that's her thing.
What to finish?
Reacher, I think.
Oh, she's still got a few episodes to go yet then.
Yeah, I think she'll leave it and then she'll just dish it.
I can't remember a moment. I think season 2 was 6 episodes or something like that, or 8 episodes. Whereas this one appears to be going on a bit longer. Apparently.
He's got half hour left and then he can get our phone, look. Keith's still at work. He says, I've got half hour to go, then it's homeward.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we've got some decent weather at the weekend.
Well, I don't even know what the fucking forecast is. I've not looked at it in days.
Well, I know all this week was supposed to be a bit miserable.
Yeah.
Which it has been. Whereas last week was quite glorious at times.
Mm.
So it will return. It will return at some point.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, I'm hoping that because we've had such a fairly good start to the year, it's going to be a good summer. We need one.
Yeah. Because I don't think last summer was that fantastic. It was sort of like really great for 2 weeks and then that was it.
Yeah.
It was kind of over again.
The best
was really good.
The best summer we've had that I remember recently was 2020 COVID year. That was a fucking monster of a year, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like when the warm weather turns up, I mean proper. It's nice to work on the keyboards out on the grass.
Yeah.
That's nice. In the sun.
Yeah, get a bit of vitamin D and just, you know.
Well, that magnolia is getting ready to bud.
You planted that with your dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I planted it the day we moved in. That went in. Tiny little shrub about that big.
Wow.
So it's been there, oh Christ, 50 years.
Bloody hell. You moved in there 75, did you?
No, it's more than that. No, it's more than that.
Now, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Is it me or has the audio just dropped out on Kent? Because I've all of a sudden lost left channel.
Have you?
Mm.
How weird.
Hang on a minute. Let's see what they say in the chat. What's it? Anybody else getting audio issues, or is it just me? It's me, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah,
fuck knows what that.
6.
I can still hear him. It's just left hand side.
56 years ago.
Jesus. 1969.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah, 56 years ago. Fucking hell. It's a lifetime.
It's more than my lifetime.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, I'm December 70, wasn't I? So.
Yeah. So he died when I was 12. So that was what, 74?
Yeah.
January the 18th, 1974.
Bloody hell.
It was a Saturday. About 11:15 it was.
Some images are just burned into your brain, aren't they?
Well, yeah. Well, I've never had anybody die in my arms before.
It's not something.
Apart from dogs, obviously.
It's not something you want, though, is it? Really, it's not something anybody aspires to. Let's be fair.
Yeah, I must admit, at the time, I didn't realise what a monumental change is going to take place in my life.
Yeah.
Due to it, and at 12, you don't really have a full grip of everything, do you?
No.
So, yeah, everything changed. We went from one of the most well-off families in the road to the poorest in the space of 2 months. And it stayed like that for a very, very long time. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was a civil servant, so by rights, we should have been, all right. I mean, Mum worked for the fucking GLC.
Yeah.
We never had a pot of pissing because my dad was always spending it on himself. Never spent it on us.
Well, my dad didn't have even though he's a chief inspector, not police, London Transport.
Yeah.
Because I've done it before. Oh yeah, my dad was a chief inspector. Go, oh wow. Yeah, checking people's tickets randomly. Yeah. and he was like, no pension. There was no pension associated with that job back then.
Fuck.
So it was like, no. The mum started getting a widow's pension, which was £32 a week, and I had to cover rent, garage, food, electricity, and gas. Guess what? It didn't.
Well, no, I know that one. Yeah.
So, and I always remember it. We were in the grocers down the road, and Mum was getting some bits and pieces. And I asked her, at the checkout, they had wagon wheels. And I asked Mum if I could have a wagon wheel, 2p.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, no, darling, I can't afford it. And that's when I went, wow, we're that fucked. That was my first indication of just how really screwed we were.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford a 2p marshmallow biscuit.
I remember going to secondary school and my shoes were talking, flapping.
Yeah, mine did that as well.
And my dad would be more concerned with about the latest thing he could put on his camera rather than buy me or repairing my shoes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that.
No, it happens, mate. It does happen.
I know. But you know what? We're still here, man.
Yeah.
We're still here. You get through that, you get through anything.
Mind you, I must admit, we are pretty weird here. I mean, it just dawned on me that we have 2 watercolours hanging up on the wall. On the outside of the house.
What's wrong with that?
But watercolours?
Right?
Bit weird though, isn't it?
It's the way you are. And what's wrong with
I
that?
must admit, I didn't put them up. I must admit. That's Fiona, I must admit. But yeah, just water, yeah.
Listen, what
It should be in the front room, not hanging on the outside of the house.
do what works for you. That's never apologize, never try and justify who you are. Fuck it.
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
like in the kitchen, we got that painting of all the characters, all the different characters, and all the different ships in Star Wars.
Yeah.
From the prequels to the main films, right? I was sitting there this morning, I'm drinking my coffee, waking up, and I'm looking at this painting, because you can stare at this painting for hours and see something different every time.
Yeah.
And because you got all the prequels are on one side of the painting, they're all standing there, and then you got the New Hope lot this side, right? And then I went, oh, I tell you who I don't see. I don't see Jar Jar Binks. Surprise, surprise, right? And I go, but he must be in there. So I'm looking around, looking for Jar Jar Binks, and I must have been staring at that painting for 35 minutes. Okay, give me coffee. And I can't find it. I go, maybe the artist just didn't put him in.
Yeah.
The most hated character in the entire franchise. And then I found him. And he's right on the far side, and it's just his head popping in like this, right at the end. But it's done where he's 2 or 3 rows of people back.
Yeah.
And it's a bit sort of like darkened down.
Unobtrusive.
Yeah, and he's just like, Misa. You know, I thought, yeah, that makes me laugh. I like that. And then on the landing, it's all the fantasy film. It's a fucking huge painting. You've seen it, haven't you? It's almost the length of the landing.
I don't. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever paid attention. It's
that one's got everybody in it. It's ridiculous. It got all that lot from Lord of the Rings. You got the Harry Potter lot. You got John Wick. You got Terminator. You got the Predator. They're all there. You can stare at this painting for an hour and find more characters in it. It's fucking because it's about 6 or 7 rows of people deep.
I'll have to have, when I come down, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, honestly, you could stare at this thing for like hours, and that was the appeal to it. You know, when you can look at a painting or a picture and you go, yes, and you see everything that's there. And unless it's something like, you know, if you've got a Monet or a Picasso or something hanging up and you can look at all the detail. But that's like this. You can stare at this thing and see something different every time. So every time I'm coming up the stairs to go for a piss, I see somebody else. I didn't know was in the painting. It's ridiculous.
Love it.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, be that as it may,
Aye.
got to take me rubbish and had a banana earlier. Got to take it. So,
Right.
yeah, I'll probably do a pub later then.
Oh, buddy.
So nothing else going on.
No, same here. Right.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right. See everybody later on.
Ta-ta.
Be good.
Bye.
Bye.